Hi everyone. So we received a requirement from client at the high level. So the business scenario is notify opportunity owner when opportunity due date. On the opportunity, we have a due date field. When the opportunity due date enters or exits the current fiscal quarter. What are the fiscal quarters? Here we have a fiscal quarter. Quarter 1 starts from Feb, March, April. Quarter 2 starts from May, June, July. And quarter 3 starts from August, September, October. And the quarter 4 starts from November, December, January. And client gave one example. For example, opportunity due date is March 15th, 2022. March, right? March means they are in the quarter 1. And modified to June 15th, 2022. Then send notification. So they are updating to June. That means they are in the current quarter. So this is the overall, at the high level, we receive this business requirement, right? So whenever we receive a business requirement, there are a couple of things which we need to do it before start writing the program. Okay, first of all, understanding the business requirement into different steps. We have to understand the scenario at the high level, as well as we have to understand the scenario at the micro level. Now here, when they say March is, they have updated the due date from the March to June. So, and they are saying that when the opportunity enters or exits the current fiscal year. What is the current fiscal year? What is the current fiscal quarter that we are in? We are in right now July month. Where is the July month falling? July month falling in quarter 2. So whenever the opportunity due date enters or exits from current fiscal quarter, from Q2, whether the due date is updated to quarter 2, that means July, June, May, whatever that number, whatever the month is there, which is falling in the quarter 2, right? Whether they enter into the quarter 2 or they exit, then we have to send an email. For example, if they are updating the quarter 3, that means they are updating the due date October, then we should not send an email because we are not in the quarter 3, we are in the quarter 2. Why we are in the quarter 2? Because right now the month is July. So let's understand step by step. This is very, very, very high level business requirement. Now let's go ahead and understand the requirement in different steps. Okay. So first thing is that converting business requirement. Converting business requirement to a solution. Converting the business requirement into the solution. So whenever we receive a ticket, a story, a requirement, anything, okay, so first thing is that note down these steps. You have to have a clear picture, what are we going to write a program, and what is the business scenarios, and what are the different ways to test this scenario. Everything we have to note down. So for now, I'm talking about converting the business requirement to solution. So we have a different steps to convert business requirement to solution. When I said different steps, there are 7 steps are there. Any requirement, if you take any requirement, 7 steps we have to follow. The first step is understanding business requirement at high level. Okay. And step 2, understanding business requirement at micro level. That means what are the things that can come up? Step 03, we'll talk all of this right now. Draw a flow chart. Whether the business requirement is a Small, big, medium, doesn't matter. Draw a flow chart before you do anything. And step 04, note down the test conditions. Note down test conditions. Note down the test condition. This is the step 4. Next step 05. Once we are clear with the test conditions, write down the main blocks. When I say main blocks, what are the code that you are going to write it? How many methods you are going to write it? How many classes you are going to write it? And step 06 is now open the developer console and start writing the program. Because at this time, when you reach step 06, you will have a clear-cut idea what I need to write a program. And the step 07 is unit testing. Unit testing. Step 07 is unit testing. So these are the 7 steps which are very important to practice it. Before we go on to the solution, before we go on to the writing a program, do all of this, practice all of these 5 steps before you jump onto the program. So that will give you the clarity what all the things that I need to cover while writing the code. Okay, so now step 01, let's understand what is the high level. When you say understanding a business requirement at high level, what is this means? This means you, let's say example, write a program to send notification to Opportunity.Owner whenever due date is updated by user or admin right? So if due date is updated to current quarter, what is the current quarter? It could be a May, June, July, right? Updated to current quarter, send notification. If due date is updated to any other date, if due date is updated to any other date, here if due date is updated to the current month, let's take it as a current month, and where this month is falling in quarter 2. Then send an email. If due date is updated to any other date, which could be any of this, quarter 1 month or quarter 3 or quarter 4. So whatever the months are there in quarter 1, quarter 3, quarter 4, if they are updating to any other month date, then do not send any email or any notification. Also, while implementing, we have to consider the null pointer exception. right? So this is at the high level. This is at high level. High level, I have to write a program. The logic is whenever the due date is updated by the user or admin, based on that, I have to send a notification or don't send the notification, and also consider the null pointer. So this is at the high level. Clear? Now coming to the micro level. Micro level is which is very important for a developer. Very, very important for a developer. Let's go ahead and understand what is a micro level. Same requirement. I'll write it into the micro level. Okay. So first thing is that at the micro level, check do we have due date field? On opportunity. Right? And next thing is that opportunity record contains a field on the layout, field called due date. On the opportunity layout. User or admin update the due date by opening the existing record, opportunity record in application. Now, these all are check and the layout configuration, everything is. Now, more into deeper. Okay. Now, whenever the user update the due date, now a couple of things come into the picture here. If due date is updated from from any other month date to the current month. Okay. So I'm not talking about from now onwards, I'm not talking about month, because here they are saying that fiscal quarter. Okay. When I say current fiscal quarter is nothing but it could be a July current month, it could be a June, it could be a May, right? So instead of talking about month date, let's talk about the fiscal quarter. So what is our current fiscal quarter is quarter 2. So let's say that if due date is updated from, just a second. If due date is updated from other quarter to current quarter, then send notification saying due date is within the quarter. Right? And another scenario. This is a scenario 1. Next scenario 2. If due date is updated within the quarter, if due date is updated within the quarter, then do not send any email. Do not send any email. Do not send any email. What is this means? Due date is updated within the quarter. Within the quarter means due date was before July. Now they changed to June or they changed to May. Say then we should not send any email because anyway we are in the quarter 2. Before it was a July. That time you are in the quarter 2. Now you change the due date to June. That means you are still in the quarter 2. If any date is changed within the quarter, then do not send any email. This is second scenario. Third scenario is if due date is updated from current quarter to any other quarter. From current quarter to any other quarter. Then send notification. This time the notification will be different. What is the notification? Due date is out of the current quarter. Out of the current quarter. That means he is updating from the current quarter to any other quarter. That means he is updating, user is updating the due date from July to October, or from June to September, or from May to December, right? Updating from the current quarter month to any other quarter month. Then send a notification, but this time the due date is out of the current quarter. The opportunity due date is out of the current quarter. Next, scenario 3. Scenario 4. If previous due date value is null, right? That means updating due date from null to current quarter. Updating due date from null to current quarter. Then send notification, because whatever it might be the previous one. If it in case null and they are updating the current quarter, then we have to send notification saying that this opportunity due date is within this quarter. Now scenario 4, scenario 5. If previous due date value is null and updating the due date value from null to any other quarter, then Do not send any email. Do not send any notification. Perfect. So these are the these are the 5 scenarios. So this is a micro level. Micro level understanding is each and everything. We have to be very clear what are the things that we need to cover in the program, right? Now step 3, draw flow chart. Draw flow chart. Let's go ahead and see. Right, let me open the paint. Clear. So what is our requirement? Let me copy this. This is our business requirement. This is our business requirement. Okay, this is the business requirement. This everything is, what are the business requirement is everything on the opportunity. Whatever we do, all are, first of all, it is on the opportunity. They are talking about only the opportunity. Right, in the opportunity, there is a field called due date. They are all talking about the due date. They are talking about the due date. Perfect. Now, user will come and update the due date. User or admin will update the due date field on opportunity record. Right. Now from here, as soon as the user update the record due date, then the user or admin will click on a save button. Whenever the save button is clicked, that's how the logic has to be started. So basically it will updated the opportunity and then clicked on a save. And here we start the conditions. The conditions are what is the due date value? What is the due date value that is entered by the user? So first of all, did user updated anything? If no, then go ahead and don't do anything. If user did not update anything, no validation is required. No validation is required. No validation is required because user not yet updated any date value. So this is no condition. Now in case if user updated the due date value, now check what is the value. Check what is the value. Yes, if it is a yes, okay. First one, due date due date is updated from other quarter to current quarter. That means if due date equal to current quarter and previous due date is not the current quarter. So I'll simply say that because it's not putting here. Due date equal to current quarter and previous due date is not equal to current quarter. Clear? Right? Due date is current quarter and previous due date is not equal to current quarter. In this case, that means due date is updated from other quarter to current quarter. Then what we have to do? We have to send a notification. Send notification to the opportunity owner. Right? If this is a true, send a notification to opportunity owner. In case if it is not true, in case if it is a not true, then check another condition. In case if it is a no, check for the next condition. What is the next condition? If due date is updated within the quarter, due date is updated within the quarter. That means it could be a May or June or July. It could be anyone, right? If the due date is updated within the quarter, if they have updated within the quarter, what we need to do? Don't send any notification. Not required any notification. Do not send any notification. Yes. Perfect. Now, in case this is also not true, they have not updated the current quarter. They have updated from the current quarter to any other quarter. They have updated from current quarter to any other quarter. That means previous due date equal to current quarter, and right now due date is not equal to current quarter. They have updated from current quarter to any other quarter. Then in that case, send a different notification. Send notification to the opportunity owner. Okay. This is the condition if it is a yes. And this is no. Now this is also not right. This is also not right. This is also not right. They have not updated from current quarter to any other quarter. Then go to the next condition. Check. That means, is my previous due date is null? Previous due date equal to null, and they updated from null to the current quarter. They updated from null to the current quarter. Right? This is a null pointer exception that we are going to handle it here. So they have null previously. Now they have updated to the current quarter. Now they have updated to the current quarter. In that scenario, what we have to do, we have to send a notification. Send a notification. 1. That is this one, notification 1. Right? If it is a yes, send notification 1 to the opportunity owner. Perfect. In case this is also not true, this condition is also not true. This condition is also not true. That means my previous due date is, that means my previous due date is null, and current due date is equal to, is not equal to null, not equal to current quarter. right? That means due date is null. They updated from null to the any other quarter. They updated to any other quarter. So in those scenario, what we have to do? If they update any other quarter, do not send any email. Do not send any email. Do not send any email. So how many are there for us to check the condition? As soon as they click on save, is the due date really modified? No, no validation is required. If they modified the due date value, then is the due date equal to current quarter and the previous due date not equal to current quarter? If yes, then go ahead and send a notification. No, this is not the condition. Then check due date is updated within the quarter. Maybe they have updated May, June, July, anything from the July to May, July to June, June to July, May to July, May to June, any of this within the quarter, then go ahead and do not send any email if there is any change within the quarter. Okay. And the previous due date equal to current quarter and current due date is not equal to current quarter, then send that notification to email to opportunity owner. If this is also not true, then check whether it was a previously null and right now they have updated to the current quarter. If yes, go ahead and send it. No, that means previous due date is null and they have updated any other quarter. Then do not send any email. So these are the different conditions we have to check. So right now in program, we have to write this logic. We have to write this logic to cover everything. Till this point, whatever the first whatever this first one is there, this is done by the user. User is going to cross verify all of this, user or admin. And rest all things we have to cover in the business logic. Business logic, that is Apex. Right now we are clear what to include in the business logic, right? And for this, next step is writing down the test conditions. Writing down the test conditions. What are the test conditions here? The first one is same thing, whatever we are doing it, we have to do it in the test condition. So user or admin updated the due date, updated the opportunity due date from March 15th to June 15th. What should happen? If they have updated from March to June 15th, March is in quarter 1 and June is in quarter 2, then they should get send notification. Send notification. And another scenario is opportunity updated opportunity due date from June 15th to August 15th. June 15th to August 15th. June is in quarter 2. August is in quarter 3. Then send notification to your notification 1. 03 updated the opportunity due date from June 15th to July 15th. That means this is the within the quarter. Do not send any notification. 04 updated the opportunity due date from null to June 15th, which is a current quarter. Send notification 1. 5 updated the opportunity due date from null to October 15th, which is other quarter, not in the current quarter. Send. Do not send any notification because previously it was null. Do not send any notification. Clear? So this is a step 4. Step 04 is for noting down the test conditions. Test conditions. Right? That is the step 04. And next step 05. Write down the main blocks. So we have to write a class. Inside this class, we have to write. Inside this, we have to write a method 1. Which is a business logic. And method 2. Sending notification 1. Method 3. Send notification 2. These are the logic that I have to write. Now we are clear, right? So what is the business logic? These all business logic that I have to input. So this is the business logic. Right? This is the method 1. And the next one is, this is a notification 1. And this is a notification 2. And this is notification 1. Right? All the notifications are in sky blue. And notification 2 is clear. So this is my business logic. This is method 1. This is method 1. And this is method 2. And this is also method 2. And this one, method 3. So this all we have to right now implement in the code. Now let's go ahead and start writing the program, because now we got the clarity what to do. Clear? So let's open the developer console, resume. Let's click on the new Apex class. So the Apex class name CL_1707 underscore. So what are we doing here? Based on the opportunity, so the Apex class name is, what are we doing it? This is on the opportunity, cross verifying the due date, whether it is within the quarter or out of the quarter, then send a notification. So validate opportunity. Let's give this class name helper. Or simply I'll write OPP trigger helper. Okay. Now inside this, what are the things that I needed? Let's copy. So these are the scenarios. These are the scenarios. These are the scenarios. These are the scenarios. So these are the scenarios that I need to cover. And how many methods I need to create it right now? I have to create 3 methods. Method 1, method 2, method 3. So method 1 is main business logic. So let's implement that. Public static void. This is the main logic. Validate due date. Right? This is one method. And another 2 methods are public static void send notification 1 and second one is send notification 2. Clear? So this is what we have to do. These are the 3 methods which we are planning to do it. Now let's go ahead and implement first email logic, then we will come to the actual logic. Okay, so in the scenario, in the send notification 1, what are the data that I need? I need the list of opportunities. And as well as I need which quarter, string quarter value or quarter number Okay. So for event notification 2 also I need that. Now let's go ahead and build the logic for the sending an email. List of messaging dot single email message. Let's initialize this list of messaging dot single email message. Right now, inside this we'll go through the each record. Opportunity, OPP, and then we have a OPPS. Okay, we have a OPPS. Inside this, now I have to implement the single message. Messaging dot single email. So this one then list emails, and here let's put email equal to new messaging dot single email. Now inside this we needed two address. So string sending to equal to new string, and let's give some value here at the rate. Later we'll update the valid email. So for now let's take something else. Here, okay. Now email dot set to address, which is expecting the list of string, that is sending to address. What else I need? Email dot set subject. I'll hard code some subject here. Due date is in quarter. Okay. And next, email dot set plain text body. Hello. Opportunity due date is in quarter. And then I'll give the which quarter it is. But I'll get it from the quarter number. Right. Next, email dot add. So I'm going to add everything into the emails. Perfect. Now let's come out of the for loop. Check whether I have any value inside this. Size greater than 0. Then go ahead and send an email. Messaging dot send email. What is the email that we are sending it? Emails, whatever you have implemented above. So same thing which is required for below as well, sending the notification to, but only this notification to is opportunity due date is out of this quarter. Out of this quarter is in this quarter. Okay, everything is set. Now we have implemented the email notification. Now the actual fun will come when we do the different kind of scenarios. Before this scenario, what I need to implement the map. Why we need implement the map? Because I wanted to store quarter, and month details, right? I need to store the quarter and month details. So I need to implement the map. Clear? So these are the fun thing which we are going to do it right now. Just give me 2 seconds. So let's go ahead and implement the map first. What is the map that contains? It contains the quarter and list of the month. Okay. So for that, first implement the list of integer. This is a month equal to new list of integer. This will store the month information. So one thing observe here, I have taken the integer. Why I have taken the integer? I have a month as Feb, March, April, right? But the thing is that when you go for the Date.Today .month will give you the number. It will not give you month is July or month is April or month is March. It will not give the string value. It will give you the integer value. Right now, Date.Today.month is July. So it will give 7. So that's the reason all the months will come in the integer. So that's the reason I have taken the integer. Now let's go ahead and implement the map. So first initialize map string of comma list of integer. Let's assume the name is quarter map equal to new map of string comma list of integer. Okay, so initialization is done. Now let's go ahead and implement the logic for this quarter map. So quarter map dot put quarter dot put quarter 1 comma new list of integer. And what is the quarter 1 contains? It starts from Feb. That means second month. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we need quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. And quarter 2 will start from 5, 6, 7. And quarter 3 starts from 8, 9, 10. And quarter 4, 11, 12. That's it. 1. What is the error here? Another, this is missing. Perfect. So this is implemented. So a simple example, let's go to the developer console here. Now I'll print the system.debug. So what I'll print? Date.Today.month. Does it give the string or does it give the integer? Let's go ahead and see. Highlight the executed one. Debug. See, it gave the 7. 7 means July. So that's the reason I have taken the integer. So July is falling in quarter 2. Now implementation is done, right? So how does this look like? How does this look like? Let's print it. System.debug quarter map. execute, highlighted one, debug. See quarter one, second, third, 2, 3, 4. Quarter 2, 5, 6, 7. Quarter 3, 8, 9, 10. Quarter 4, 11, 12, 1. Right? So it starts from the 2. So right now, current month is July. Where it is falling, it is quarter 2. So that means if the user is updated due date, either May or either June or either July 15th, then that means they are in the current quarter. If the user is updated the due date as October 15th or September 15th or August 15th or November 15th, December 15th, Jan 15th, February 20th, March 8th, April 10th, any of this date, any of this month, then that means they are in the other quarter. They are in the other quarter, right? So that logic, that's what I have implemented here. Now, next thing is that I need to capture what is the current month. What is the current month? Integer current month equal to Date.Today dot month. So what it will give? It will give me the current month. Once I got the current month, I need to identify where this month is falling in this quarter map. Whether it is in the quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, where it is exactly. Right? So for that, I need to get the information. So let's store string quarter number equal to null. Initially it will be null. Now let's go to the per string. Let's look through the map string q map or q value, which I need to look through the quarter map. Quarter map. Now it's list of integer month list equal to quarter map dot get of key set. Is this right? So here quarter map dot key set, because it is a map that I'm moving. Integer. Okay. Key set. So I'll try to get all the values and then I'll check, is my list or is my dot. So if mlist dot contains the current month and q number equal to null. Q number equal to null. Then set my q number equal to q value. So get me the, if the value is any of this is matching, current month is 7. So it will look through the map and get the 7. 7 is here. So get me the Q2. Q2 is stored in the Q number. So now I have the value. You can do it different ways to get the value, get the key from based on the value, but I just did it here to make sure everybody understood how we are getting the quarter number. So based on the value, I'm getting the key here. Clear? Now the next step is I have to look through the opportunity. So that means I need a parameter which says that list of opportunity OPP list, comma. Also I need old value, map of ID, comma, opportunity, old map. Opportunity, old map. These are new data I need it as well as I need old data. So let me look through the opportunity for opportunity, OPT, opportunity list, and here it is. No, the first scenario. Let's go with this. Scenario 1. Okay, so let me copy all these scenarios better inside this loop. Okay. Now we are going to implement the first scenario. If due date is updated from other quarter to current quarter. So that means, first of all, what I need to check, OPP dot due date. So due date here, let me go to the or application. Let's edit object. So I have a due date field, so I just wanted to show you. Due date field is just a date number. So I'm in the opportunity. So due date is a date field. It's a date field, right? So I can update any date here. So based on the date, I'm going to capture, I'm going to know which quarter we are in. And based on that, I'm going to do the logic. So first of all, I need to cross check whether my due date is not equal to old date. That means it is really updated. Old map dot get OPP dot ID dot due date. If it is not equal to same, what are the previous value and current value? If it is not same, and then what is the other thing I need to verify? I need to verify is my old map is null or is there a value, right? So that I have to check before. If my old map due date is not equal to null, and if it is not equal to current value, then go inside. Go inside. So if it is not equal to null, means there was some value in the due date. So get me that information. Integer previous month equal to dot month. What is my previous month? Something. Previous month will be 2 or 3 or 4, 5 or 6. Something will be there. It doesn't matter. I don't know what was the previous month. Okay. Now, this is here. Check if the equal to current month. That means if OBP dot due date dot month equal to, is it a current month, and previous month not equal to current month. Now, instead of checking with the current month, what I'll do is I'll check the quarter level. I'll check the quarter level. Right? So first I'm checking is it a previous month or not. Instead of that, what I'll do is I'll get list of values based on the quarter, because I'll have a quarter number here. So what I'll do is list of integer all months in quarter. All months in quarter equal to watermark dot get I have a quarter here. So that means all months in current quarter, I get all the current quarter months. That means I'll get 5, 6, 7, everything. So I need it for all the conditions, so I'll use it outside. No, all month. So current, if due date is updated from other quarter to current quarter, that means if dot contains if this is current quarter, okay, and my previous month, whatever it is there, it is not in the this. That means here the logic is my current due date could be a 5 or 6 or 7, and my previous month could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, could be anything, right? So 5, 6, 7, it's not here. If due date is updated from the other quarter, that means this is not in the current quarter, to the current quarter, send a notification due date is within this quarter, right? Due date is within this quarter. Due date is within this quarter. So I need to send here. So let's store that information in one list. List of opportunity. List of opportunity and in OPP in quarter equal to new list of opportunity. New list of opportunity. So I'll get this and I'll add OPP details. Perfect. So my scenario 1 is done here. This is my scenario 1. If due date is updated from other quarter to the current quarter, send a notification. This is perfectly fine. And next one is if my due date is within this quarter. Next one is if contains this and contains this, don't do anything. Don't do anything, right? That is a scenario 2. Both are in the, that means this is my previous one is, so my current one is 6 and my previous one is 5. My previous one is 5. Whether I go to 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 5, 7 to 6, whatever I'll do here, anyway I'll be in the quarter 2. So do not do anything. So don't send anything. Now scenario 3. Scenario 3. If due date is updated from current quarter to any other quarter. Scenario 3 is from current quarter to any other quarter. So this is not, this is, so that means if my previously I was having a 5 or 6 or 7. Okay, now I updated to something else, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 11, 1, 12, right? So in those scenarios, I need to send another notification, which is a out of the quarter. Okay. This is done. Next one is if due date is updated from current quarter so let me build this here. List of opportunity order further. Opportunity. Next one is scenario 3. Scenario 3 is if due date is updated from current quarter to any other quarter. Start. Okay. Now let's go ahead and see. Scenario 4. Just a second, it is prompting me with error. Okay. If previous due date is null, okay, we are here inside if due date is not null. So scenario 4 has to be another if condition. So this is all if I have a due date. Now the condition is if my previous date equal to null. If my previous date equal to null, then check null to current quarter. Null to current quarter. Null to current quarter. I do not have a previous month. All months contain the due date. Month is equal to current quarter. Yes. What is this prompt? Okay. Next one is also is null, but it is any other quarter. If there is any other quarter, do not do. There is a scenario 5. Perfect to be covered, but there is it is giving something static. I have to use static. Sorry. Yeah, here static, because my method is static, right? So, static, but I'll use this everything in the editor. And let me cut and place it here. Let's say okay, dot add add okay. So they should be all fine. Click save. Now let's call this from the trigger. So I have a trigger opportunity trigger on the opportunity after update. So if trigger dot is update and trigger dot is after, then we wanted to call the helper class. In the helper, validate due date, and it is expecting two parameters. One is trigger dot new and another one is trigger dot old map. Let's close it and see what is happening. So right. So in the opportunity, we covered all the scenarios and come out of the for loop. We are done with the for loop. Once we are out of the for loop, check if in quarter size is greater than 0. Greater than 0, send a notification 1 and what is expecting in quarter, the opportunity list, and also it is expecting the quarter number. Same thing for out of the quarter. If out of the quarter dot size is greater than 0, I'll call this send to dot size. Sorry. It is also expecting the two parameters, which is a out of quarter, comma, Q number. That's it. Let's save this. Okay. So that's everything is good. So we have written total 123 lines. Let's see. Let's go. And first of all, I need to activate some email. So let's use this one. I just created it. Instead of sending into the opportunity owner, I'm just sending into the one inbox rather than coming into the mine. Okay, there are some of them. Let's delete all of them. Delete. Okay, I do not have any messages right now. Okay. Let's go ahead and see opportunity, and my previous due date is 7/14. That means it is in the current quarter. Current quarter to update into 25th. Let's save this. So I'm coming out of current quarter to the any other quarter. Opportunity due date is out of the quarter. See, I'm getting the emails. Right? And another test scenario is this. We have done it, and let's update August to back to June 15th, save. Any email so far? Right. Due date is in quarter. Opportunity due date is in quarter. I updated to the 6th June. From August to June, I have updated. Now, if I update June to May, should I get an email? No, because I am updating within the quarter. Within the quarter is May, June, July. I'm updating from June to May. So I should not get any email. Let's go ahead and check. Any emails? No. So I see that it is working perfectly fine. You see that it is working perfectly fine. Now I'll take any other opportunity which has the null value. System created OPP. Okay, details, it doesn't have any value. I should not get any null pointer exception, and I'm updated to current quarter 7/21. I have updated. Let's go ahead and refresh. See, due date is within the quarter. So I'm also getting the quarter details, which quarter it is. I need to add a space here so that I'll get the information. Right, this is working perfectly fine. Right? So that's how we have to, like any business scenario that comes out. Definitely it takes time, but you will understand when you are writing a program, it is easy for you. What are the things that you need to cover? And what are the things that you have to implement in methods? So it will be clear and quick for the development. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.